Good morning. It really is morning. I just rolled right out of bed, put my hair up, put my glasses on, made some coffee. Of course, I always have to take care of the cats first thing in the morning. Um, so, normally I would have a video out by now. And so I'm here in all my puffy glory. Yeah, I tend to get very puffy and swollen in the mornings, I think, like most people do. So the reason I actually did make a video yesterday. I made two, and I couldn't bring myself to post either one. Yesterday was an incredibly awful day for me. Nothing specifically bad happened, but it was what I would consider the beginning of one of those dark nights of the soul kind of thing, where you have to reevaluate everything you thought your life stood for and everything you've worked for in your entire lifetime. Um, yeah. So, yeah, it's been a lifetime. And then you kind of realize there was not really any point. And so, anyway, I know that's kind of nebulous and negative, but you know what? I'm better this morning. I got it out of my system. And when I went to get my mug this morning as part of, well, all right, what is the vibe for today? What is the Tuesday vibe for the collective? And today I am most definitely part of that collective. And this one, trust the process. And I thought, well, I thought I was trusting the process, and yet here I am, all, overwrought. And then I thought, well, you know, sometimes things happen to show us what we need to show, to make us change. And so I guess I need to trust the process, that things are happening the way they're supposed to happen. And I had to try to go back to being a public servant in the workforce and realize there's no place for me there any longer. And everything I held dear and thought I was doing to make a difference made absolutely none. So I'm going to trust the process of that, and I am going to, anyway, so onward to new adventures. And I'm going to have to trust the process of where Spirit is leading me. I got to walk the walk here, okay? So I am absolutely, after I had my moment last night, today, being the person I am, and from the generation I'm from, we're not going to stay there. I'm not going to stay there. It's time to get up, dust off, and figure out, okay, so what's next? What do I do next? We are, if nothing else, resilient. All right, now, and that means trusting the process. Okay, so as I mentioned in yesterday's video, a lovely human being sent me this deck just because she's a kind human being. And the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And I already had this one, and this is why I really kind of was gravitating toward the Healing Waters one, because she also has one called Work Your Light, and I'll use that. I've used it before. I'll use that again at some point. But I want to use the Healing Waters Oracle. And what I just got is that your life is like a road trip. Oh, and Mel Robbins has a really good podcast and workbook about, if you're on a road trip, would you let just anyone, who's driving your car on this road trip? What is motivating you on this road trip? Or are you saying, oh, I can't go on a road trip right now because blah, blah, blah. Of course, it's all, symbolic. It's not, it's a metaphorical road trip. But who's driving your car? What is your motivation? Well, my motivation got ripped out from underneath me yesterday. So, in a way, now there is nothing to stop me from deciding what new direction am I going to take. Now, I'll still be here. We're still doing the channel. This is the core. This is the core of everything. The rest of it, I now realize, was just stuff. That doesn't matter because people change and generations change. So, but it's like being on a road. But let me get back to what I was saying. I'm still a little scattered. So it's like being on a road trip. Sometimes the best laid plans fall apart. Sometimes there's unexpected detours on the trip. Sorry, baby. Sometimes the detour is where the best trip happens. One of the best vacations I ever took was probably, oh God, I don't even know how, 2, 3 decades ago. I was on a road trip, had to share lodging with a group of people, and I only knew one of them. And, I had no money, and I was a passenger in the friend's car, and, it was like a 12-hour drive. So once I was there, and then I realized, oh my gosh, everybody gets a room, but I'm the extra, so they're putting me on a couch. And anyway, it was not a good experience. So I stood up for myself and made it work, and didn't end up on the couch. I can promise you that. And it ended up, I just thought, okay, I'm here. I can't leave. I don't have money to fly home. So you know what? I'm going to make this work. And I just took off every day. As soon as I got up, I headed out, and it was the best trip I've ever had. It was such a good trip. I even considered moving down there. So, but I did not. Let's get to this. All right, Rebecca Campbell and Healing Waters Oracle. What is the message you have for the collective today? What is the message you have for the collective today? Don't be afraid to start on a new path. Don't be afraid. And also, don't be afraid to let it out. If you don't let all of your emotions and baggage out at some point, deal with it. We've got to deal with it. But if you don't let it out, what is it? It's going to be like a wound that you don't dress. It's going to be a wound that you don't clean out. It's going to fester. Get it out and then walk away from it. And I think I am now at the walking away point. All right, let's see what we got here. Making waves. Sure enough. Pink dolphin. How cool is this? Celebrate fun, unbridled joy, open heart. Okay, the first one is making waves. Momentum is building. It's your time and achievement. Okay, so not to make this about me, but I know there are a lot of you going through this. And I'm still being called to say what I need to say about the current climate we're in. It's not our fight. It's a fight for the younger people. We have fought, and that's all we know how to do is fight. We can help them, we can show them, we can still do what we know how to do. But these 15 to 25-year-olds who are kind of apathetic, they got to pick it up and stop wallowing in their first world problems. Okay? Making waves. Come on, you all. My people out there, we know how to make waves. Okay? We're kind of tired of making waves is the problem. But momentum is building. We've done our work. We continue to do our work. So you know what's in store for the collective? The pink dolphin, celebration, fun, and unbridled joy. Now, whenever I see dolphins, particularly 2 of them, there's one on either side of her, that is also a symbol for me personally of romance. So either something is opening up, blossoming, and coming together, or there's something new coming in, or whatever it is. So let's see what's going on with that for the collective. So we've made waves. These two cards, as soon as I picked up the deck, they landed again out. This is where we need to go with the reading today. So if this is your reading, great. I don't know where it's going yet. If it is not your reading, hang tight. All right, I need, yeah, they're saying this one. Okay, let's do, so we have to trust the process. Okay, we have to trust the process. We don't have to. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. All right. Oh, this is the Weissbull Neoteric Feminine Tarot. All right, so, and no, I have not had breakfast yet. I just got up, took care of the cats, had some coffee. I was getting stuff ready here, and so I am a little shaky. All right. What is the message about making waves and the unbridled joy pink dolphins? What? Oh, there's actually 4 of them. Oh, those don't look like dolphins on the top, though. Those look like something else. Well, one way or the other, somebody's about to make some waves, and someone's about ready to ride the waves. Okay. One more time? All right. What is the message for the collective? Because I have no idea where this is going. So, what is the message for the collective? Mother, Father, God, Spirit Guides and Guardians, Sacred Self, Sacred Selves. For whomever this is for, help me to understand what to say. Help me to understand what needs to be said. And they want me to say this too. Always, you know, those of us who have always been the responsible one and we've taken care of ourselves, we've always had a backup plan. Okay, it's time to implement the backup plan. That's what I just heard. And it's okay to start thinking about, well, that didn't work. So what am I going to do now? It's okay to try something new. It's okay to shift. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. So that's about the other stuff, and the trust the process. But I also feel like this trust the process, there we go, has to do with these 2 cards, making waves and the pink dolphin. Something about waves had to be made. You had to stir it up a little bit. You had to do some stirring of that pot for you to find this, your pink dolphins. For you to find your joy, your open heart. Keep an open heart. Ooh, that's a big one. Sometimes it's really easy to shut down. Making waves. I'm actually hearing like the crashing of waves because it's going to be a clearing and a cleansing. Keep an open heart. Wash away all the old and the past. I don't know what this is, but it fell in my lap. Let's take a look at it. Ha! And this is what we're getting rid of. We are getting rid of being chained to the past. We are no longer going to identify or see ourselves as something we no longer are. All right, so I just heard go to a new deck and we'll continue with the exploration here. So let's recap. Sometimes you have to shift and change your focus, but first you've got to purge and cleanse the old. Don't apologize for being the strong person you are. You're the strong person you are because you had to be. Don't make apologies for that, but try not to shut down. You do what you want to do, but you know. All right, so we had to make waves. We had to jump in the deep end of the pool and feel like we were about to drown to understand what's really important to us, to find our levity, to find our light, to wash ourselves free of the chains that bind, to move away from these addictive situations, people, places, whatever it is. To move away from limiting ourselves. Yeah, that's what this is. Okay, now I am going to use the Unfolding Path Tarot next, and I want to know more about this. So if we've shaken it up, man, if we have shaken up and stirred up the pot, someone's gotten that big spoon out and is stirring the pot. You made some waves. You're ready for your joy. You're keeping an open heart. You've washed yourself clean of the past. So what now? Okay, that was enough. All right, so little baby girl. She's sitting right next to me, my little kitty cat. All right, so what is next? Please clarify this reading. Oh, this one started to jump out. Didn't want to. I'm hearing no, don't. All right, it didn't come all the way out, so don't take it. That's what I heard very clearly. All right, so we need one that is going to very clearly step forward. No more ambiguity, no more ambivalence. Finished with the ambivalence. All right, so hold on. These, okay. What do I take? I know I take this one, and I know I take this one. Okay. So it goes this way. Okay. And then do I take these? Not that one, but yes to these. Okay. And let me see if there's anything else in the last little bit here. No. Okay. So we had a big old chunk come flying out. Now, all right, so this one, and then turn them over. Okay. All right, interesting. Well, let me move my microphone if it gets a little jumbled or weird. I had to make more space. All right, so we made waves. We are opening our heart to change and newness. We are getting rid of the past and the old ways that kept us down. Identifications, way of seeing ourselves. No more ambiguity, no more ambivalence. You gotta trust the process. So, ooh, and I need a drink, hold on. All right, so from the Unfolding Path, here's the clarification and the rest of the story. Now, this could be with someone else. This could be that dolphin, open heart, romantic relationship, or this could be you coming into union with yourself and how you see yourself, okay? First one is the Ace of Swords. Epiphanal information, cutting through the crap, slicing through like a hot knife through butter. You are seeing the truth of yourself. You're seeing the truth of people around you. You're seeing the truth of situations. You have, and I just heard sword of justice. Okay? You do what's right for you. You are no one's martyr. And it's time that stopped. Hello, I'm talking to myself too. All right, Four of Swords. If you need to rest, rest. If you need to take one of the, and I keep looking at this card with this, and the roses on this one on the bedding. If you need to take like a healing salt bath, or if you need to do a salt scrub and then stand in the shower, if you don't have a bathtub, if you and you only have a shower, and so that's me. So if you need to do for some of you, it's going to be aromatherapy. I think I'm going to go that route. Aromatherapy with an essential oil. If you've got anything at all like that, even if you've got a little bit of cinnamon and you want to like just warm that up so you can have a happy fragrant smell, then you know what, do whatever you need to do. Okay. I feel like it's going to be a little more floral for me, but, floral and a woody kind of scent. I don't know where that's coming from. I'll figure that out later. But, oh, and look at this. The numbers on the cards. Wow. We've got card 4, card 4, card 2, card 10, and card 4. We have 3 4 cards here. Okay. This is a change of path for someone that you are coming into union definitely with yourself. You're, for the first time maybe in your life, you are integrating all pieces and parts of yourself. That is an excellent message. For some of you, for the first time in your life, you're truly going to come into union with someone who will be more of a soul partner. Ooh. Excuse me. Ooh, I don't know where that came from. Okay. Ooh. All right. Clearing out the old. All right. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, little baby. All right. So Ace of Swords. We are getting that. We are having that. I'm hearing coming into recognition of your value and your worth, and you are hearing. Oh my gosh, that was a big sneeze. Now, if you need to pull back for a little while to prepare, let's say like today is going to be a cocooning day for me. Today is going to be a day of nurturing, of aromatherapy, of I don't know what it's going to entail, but it's going to be a nurturing, calming day. There are going to be choices that will have to be made. There are choices getting ready to be made now. And I'm going to go have breakfast in a minute. So there are 2 upright cups and 2 that are spilled. This is more, I don't see this as not seeing what you have, but walking away from something. So this could very well be saying, I'm going to make choices based on what I want and what I need. Okay? That could be in your personal life, your professional life, whatever it is. You are seeing the truth of something. You have washed yourself clean. You are keeping an open heart and open to possibilities. You are removing the toxic energy from yourself and your life. You are seeing with clarity. If you need to pull back, rest, do a day of self-care, a week of self-care, do it. For some of you, it'll be a month of self-care. You choose what will and won't work for you, because when you do that level of cleansing and purging, that's when you find your 2 of Cups. That's when you find within yourself, you fully integrate and become the person that is the real epitome of strength. And that's also you coming into union with your soul partner. Okay? 10, I think it's the number on this card that's more important than anything. This is the ending and the new beginning. So this is a new beginning. Now, granted, she's taken on a little bit more than she can handle. Okay, she's trying to drag all those wands up the stairs. But interestingly enough, the one right after it is the 4 of Wands, another 4 card. I feel like it's a new beginning, a rounding out the old and a new beginning, because even though this is a struggle, even though she has to work hard to make this happen, what she does with those swords is build and create a home, a community, an understanding of herself, and it's well worth it. I know that's a little different way to read that, but that's what I'm getting. When you're in the thick of it, it's hard to see with clarity. When you're in the thick of let's say a renovation project, and that could even just be painting a room. I hate it when everything's pulled off the walls and shoved in the middle of the room and there's stuff everywhere. I hate it. But I like the effect of the paint that's going up. Now that's a small example, but even so, it's still hard to do. So what you invest into yourself, your relationships, and your world around you unapologetically by being you and authentically you will pay off. Now, whether this is with someone else or you coming into your happiest place within your own life, because I feel like it's going to be one of 2. I feel like for some of you, and I don't feel like this is a work situation, I feel like this is personal. So this is, there are 2 ways to read this. For some of you, and some of you, it won't resonate at all. This is a general reading. But there are going to be 2 factions here. One, someone's going to walk away, but they're going to come in and be centered with themselves and say, I accept myself. I treasure and understand. myself, a lot of people would not survive your life. Okay? So it's time for that life to get easier, though. It really is. So you're going to come into union with yourself as your own soul companion. Your sacred self and your current self, you're going to link arms, okay? And you're going to come into a good place, and you are going to make changes that make you a happier and more settled person. You no longer will have to identify with the past. You will move forward into a new and grand future. For some of you, that will happen. But in addition to that, you will come into you will come into a relationship. Union means relationship of whatever level or type. But you will come into a relationship not only internally with yourself, but with someone else as a life partner, okay, in whatever form that takes. Now, I feel like it's going to be a smaller group with that latter part. The majority of you, it's going to be an awareness that you deserve so much more than you have currently allowed yourself to think you deserve, and that it should always be a struggle and a fight. That's not true. You deserve all the happiness and the joy that you can find, and the peace that you can find. And right now, we are going through a lot of shakeups. So if we trust the process, we have our moment, and it could be a big moment, but then you do the self-reflection, the inner work, because the inner work will ripple out and change the outer reality. It's been a long little bit here. A lot going on. All right, everybody. I am sending you love and gratitude. Later today, I will try to go ahead and be a little presentable. And I did put on some earrings this morning. Hey, and a bra. Hey, you know, kind of brushed my hair. But yeah, later today, I will come back on and make a video for Wednesday, and we will sort this out. Hopefully, you are coming into a place of understanding of yourself, and if not, just ask Spirit, show me what it is I need to know. Be prepared, because you'll be shown in a big way, and that's not always easy. So stay open to the why. Why, okay? Why are you being shown what you're being shown? Why are you experiencing what you're experiencing? And evaluate, okay? And don't lose your humanity. We know you're strong. And I appreciate that quality in you. All right, everyone. Be well, take care, and we'll talk soon.